What's up, YouTube? We back again with another mother reaction phone call. Like I said, this is the reason why I initially started doing reaction videos, baby. Some scary stories, bro. Scary story. I'm not typically a scared person, but these stories really enable me to be on my toes and kind of be aware of my surroundings at all times. Because you hear some crazy shit on the internet, man. Some crazy shit on the internet. Majority of the time, these people are idiots, though. Doing idiotic moves filled with stupidity and the unthinkable acts. But let's get to it, man. This one is called Why I Stopped Being a Door-to-Door Salesman. Visual. Scary story. So let's see what we got. I try to pick some pretty some shorter videos for y'all to watch, because there is some 30-minute, 45 minutes that you can kind of listen to while you're just driving. By the way, Unit 522 is my favorite scary story channel on YouTube. So check them out. I'll put the link in the bio and everything to the original video so y'all can go peep them. Film. Celestial. Listen, if something's filmed from a celestial, someone with the name of Celestial, there's paranormal involved. There's paranormal involvement somewhere along the lines. And they've summoned them themselves. Celestial? What does that mean? What is that? How do you find that name, bro? Celestial. This is Celestial Martinez coming at you live from... No, that's crazy. Paranormal. Adapted from a true story. I'm finna get it cracking.
I'm of the ripe old age of 91. So as you can probably guess, we're going to have to go back quite a few years for this story. Back in 1950s...
Yo, this quality is nuts. I did not expect this. I've never seen a visual scary story. It's usually just a voiceover with a little bit of animation or like some pictures. So this is a businessman right now approaching from the woods of southern Georgia with a briefcase of Lord knows what's in there. What do you do? What is a businessman doing in the middle of the woods with these weeping willow trees everywhere? Suit coat open too. He's comfortable. He's comfortable.
I was 28 years young, and I was working as a door-to-door salesman for Howard and Lawrence Home Insurance. Back in those times,
1957, and you're 28 years old.
You would have your fair share of turnaways.
It blows my... I'm sorry for pausing this so much. It blows my mind. He said in 1957 he was 28 years old. It blows my mind that people were that old back then, bro. And it also on the inverse end of that, it blows my mind that people, get this, were born in 2000. People that were born in 2002 are 18 years of age. How does life even progress that quickly, man? I can't believe it. Those kids also eat Tide Pods, so.
You didn't get the door slammed in your face like you do now. My colleagues and I were working this remote neighborhood outside of Tyler, Texas. We would take turns knocking on doors.
Texas, I was
trying
close.
to sell the good people of Texas homeowners insurance policies. Our initial sweeps to the neighborhood were unsuccessful, but I was ambitious. At this time in my life, I had been married for a year, and my eldest was only 6 months old, so that commission pay I would receive by closing a deal was a priority for me. There was this 2-story Cypress house with some horse stables out front. It stood out to me because most of the dwellings up to this point had been for...
Okay, so I'm trying to think. The first car was built before 1957. This man walked all through wherever backwood BFE, Egypt, Texas, to get to this house with horses and shit. Mine just ride a horse.
Simple living. And the owners of this place looked like they were better off, as it were. So I viewed it as a golden opportunity.
It's in the 50s.
As I was approaching the house, I got this unnerving feeling deep inside.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
But I ignored this feeling and did what I came there to do.
Oh, he posted. Never ignore your gut feeling. Never ignore your gut feeling. But it's hard to recognize your gut feeling. Never ignore your gut feeling, bro. You see the lumberjack. This man named Lumberjack Tyler posted behind a tree. Well, actually, this is in the 50s. His name is probably Lumberjack. What would be a 50s name? Definitely Bob. Lumberjack Bob was posted behind a tree, bro, with the axe. Why is he already ready to kill? He invited this man to come to his house to kill him. Like, that's so lame, bro. Like, let this man do something wrong first.
Howard and Lawrence homeowners insurance. Can I speak to the man of the house?
Hell yeah, he behind you. What you talking about?
Anybody home?
The man of the house. That's sexist. They were sexist back then,
Had
though.
it been any other day, I would have most likely just taken my
Somebody
leave.
home, though.
But as I said earlier, I was eager to make a deal.
Somebody home, though.
I wanted to impress my superiors by being the first one to sell
Pier
off a
left.
policy in this particular area. So I figured that the homeowner
Pier
was
left.
probably out back, chopping some firewood or fixing a tractor. I grew up on a farm myself, and I can tell you from experience,
Bro, button your suit
there was
up.
always work to be done somewhere. As I made my way around back, this uneasy feeling persisted.
Follow your gut.
And that's when I
Follow
saw
your
it.
gut.
There was something
Retreat.
on the ground behind the side house. It looked like a bed sheet with bloodstains on it, with a machete sticking out of the ground beside it.
Particles
I
of
didn't want to come to
particles
any
of dead
rash
body.
conclusions. Perhaps it was a deer carcass or a dead hog.
Let me investigate. Let me investigate. There's a possible dead body. Even if it is a dead deer carcass, why would you want to know that? Why would you want to confirm that a dead deer carcass is present upon the property? Is that going to make you feel better? Like, oh, whew, these people are poachers. I thought they were murderers. Get the fuck, come on. Hog, that's even worse.
Something told me that I had to take a look.
I think I'd rather
I had to see what was.
I think I'd
beneath the
rather be a
sheets.
person than a hog, low key.
What I saw was truly horrifying.
Horrible acting, by the way. Oh! Lumberjack Bob.
In
He
utter
posed like
shock,
this, too.
I stood
He don't
and
give a
turned,
hell.
And that's when I saw
Run.
him.
Run.
Hey, sir, I'm sorry to disturb you. I'm with Howard and Lawrence Home Insurance.
In a panic, I made a break for it.
Don't let this man catch you, bro. He not even knees to chest. Knees to chest.
I knew that if I ran back the way I entered from, the man with the axe surely would have caught me.
Why?
That left me with no choice but to take my chances in the forest behind the
That
property.
ain't a good move. I've seen a lot of movies, and that's how they end.
Upon entering, I seemed to have lost the man with the axe. He had been hot on my heels, closing in. But as soon as I crossed the tree line, he disappeared.
He knows something that you don't.
It was now a game of
He
cat
knows
and
something that you
mouse.
don't. Are we the third person view? Are we him?
While I was wandering aimlessly among the trees, looking over my shoulder every 5 seconds, I heard another set of footsteps coming from somewhere nearby.
It looks like snow now.
So I quickly hid behind this large tree, hoping that the man would pass by, so I could discreetly head back in the direction of the house.
What? No, head back? Bro, keep running. Just run. Oh.
The man walked right past the tree I was hiding behind. And as I was just about
He
to
gonna
make my
break some
move,
shit. Watch.
the
No, this is
unthinkable
thinkable.
happened.
That shit was thinkable.
I panicked and stupidly went back to my hiding spot. I could now hear the man with the axe closing in. He knew exactly where I was. The only thing I could think to do was just to bow my head and pray. This man would most definitely bury that hatchet into
He's
my
gonna be
head,
like a super cool dude.
but it was my own fear that was my ultimate downfall. I didn't pray for my life to be spared. I asked God to forgive my sins and watch over my family. I remembered wondering if it would be over quickly. To my surprise, death never came, and I heard footsteps heading away from my hiding place.
Hey, low key though, like he said, death never came, but like, how do you know? Like none of us know what death is like, or like how to confirm that you're dead or dying. You know what I mean? So like, what if it happened and like, when you die, you just go to a parallel universe that kind of has like a slightly variable, outcome. Like every time you die, I get if you die that frequently, I guess every time, like when you die, you go to a parallel universe and you know what I mean? Keep living life. Like, how do you know when you're dead? You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy to think about.
I got up and saw the man heading back towards the house. I simply didn't understand what was happening. I thought maybe I was already a ghost.
See? You don't know.
But the pounding in my chest told me that I was still very much alive.
Ghosts don't have pulse, that's true.
I didn't know what to make of the situation, so I decided to hide out in these woods a while longer.
Why doesn't he
After
leave?
about an hour, the Texas heat finally got the best of me.
That Texas heat was like this.
I backtracked my way to the house. Maybe not the smartest move, but I felt that if the man was going to end me, he already had plenty of opportunity to do so. And besides, I had left my briefcase behind. When I finally made it back there was no sign of the man with the axe, or the bloody sheets. There was only a few red stains on the ground next to my briefcase.
It's like Jeepers Creepers type shit.
I took my leave and reported this incident to the local sheriff. I found out that the old lady who lived at that house had recently passed away, and the place was unoccupied.
Okay.
The woman's son would come by every day to take care of the horses.
Okay.
But after seeing photos of him, I can say with certainty that he was not the man that I saw that day. The sheriff suggested that who I saw that day had been a poacher who was illegally hunting on that property.
Told you.
And me walking around in the Texas sun all
Spooked
day
him.
had caused me to see things. There had been no missing persons.
Bro, I swear, whenever I watch these scary videos, man, some noisy shit be happening in my house that I don't provoke. Somebody like threw a package at the front door. Man, respect my shit, bro. It's my skincare kit, man. All right, let's go.
Anywhere around
finish
that
this up.
area, and without a body,
There we
there
go.
wasn't really much the sheriff could do. Mind you, this was long before the times of forensic science or
Without a body.
DNA testing. But I do know what I saw under those bed sheets.
That's be 4 times the cars,
Someone
too.
had met a very gruesome end. It was ultimately this experience that made me quit being a door-to-door salesman. I couldn't tell you why the man with the axe didn't kill me. It's something that baffles me to this very day. I'm just grateful that I didn't end up in a bed sheet myself.
Bed sheet. Man, American Ginger, that would be his name. That's what I figured his name would be anyway, without probing at it. Anyways, y'all, that was another scary story real quick. Sorry I had that little interruption. Motherfuckers throwing packages at my front door left and right. You know what I'm saying? Gotta keep that skin right, man. Gotta keep that skin right. Don't damage my product though. That was another scary story, man. I love them. Quick, short to the point. That's the ones that I'm choosing for y'all that I'm gonna probably keep doing until y'all have the mental capability of being able to watch a video longer than 5 minutes. I know it's tough though. But anyway, y'all, I appreciate that. I feel like I would have stopped being a door-to-door salesman way before a man with an axe chased me down. Why would you hide behind a tree without running? I have a lot of questions. Why would you look under the bloody stained sheet? What's the best case scenario? There's $1 million cash that's bloodstained. What's the best case scenario? It's just like at that point, bro, leave. At that point, bro, leave. Evacuate the premises immediately. I don't know, man. These scary stories really make me aware of my surroundings more. But every time I watch them, some bullshit happen up around the house. This time, people throwing packages at my door. All right, y'all. Stay tuned for the next reaction, though, y'all. Peace.